Hello, hello, hello. Is this working now? Oh my days, this has been buggy as ass. This should be working. This should be good to go. Hello, 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 everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are here to witness Leeds' first win of the season. And if you tell me anything other than that, then you, my friend, are absolutely delusional because I'm telling you, I've never seen a more guaranteed win in my life. And that is a fact. That is the fact of the matter. I just need to edit a couple things here. Just need to put the tags on. But here we go. How are you? How are you, ladies and gentlemen? How are you all? Let's just say I've had a bit of trouble finding this completely British broadcast of this game right here, but we've got it up. We've got the action going, and it's time for a big fat win. Here we go. Call on my son. It's a lovely spray ball by Liam Cooper. Is my sound working, by the way? Yes, my sound is working. All right, we've had some trouble, but here we go. Ready in the cut. Ready for action. Let me just check the thumbnail is actually right. Yeah, there we go. It is. Everything's going. Everything is Gucci like the flip-flop. Hang on a second. Not everything is Gucci. Let me just make sure you can see the full time here. There we go. That was glitching around a little bit. Now we are in action. We are ready to rumble. Rumble in the jungle. Come on. Lovely free kick here in the attacking third. Calvin Phillips, the man to take it. Calvin Phillips, a very, very improved player over the past 2 years in the Premier League. Hasn't had the best start to this campaign, if I'm honest, judging by his high standards, but he's still a top player. Sebastian, hi, how are you, my friend? How are you, my brother? I'm very good myself. What about you? What about you? My question to you is, are you ready to witness Leeds' first win of the season as Rafinha whips a ball in? That is one of the most wayward crosses I've ever seen. He's put way too much stick on the bacon, and he's almost cleared it out for a bloody throw-in for them. It is cleared away by Danny Rose in the end. I mean, the ball was basically just passed over to him. Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are indeed, my man. I can feel it in my bones. I can feel the rhythm. I can feel the rhyme. And here it is. It's time for us to pile the pressure on. Time for Leeds to get Watford pinned back, to get Watford stuck into their own half. And that's what we're doing so far. Good early pressure. Chelsea leading against Southampton in one of the other early, well, I'd say early kickoff, 3 o'clock kickoffs. Burnley, Norwich, 0-0. Wolves, Newcastle, 0-0. And of course, again, that Chelsea 1-0 lead over Southampton. So as things stand, if and when we are set to get our first win of the season, we will indeed push our way through out of that relegation zone. And we could potentially move up to about 15th with the way things are going at the moment. But we got to get the 3 points on the board first. That is the most important thing right here, right now. Is exactly what we're going to be doing. I don't know why they're advertising American sports on this 100% British broadcast stream that I managed to whip up here. Here we go. Liam Cooper passes it back. Back to Meslier. Meslier now. What's he doing? Scratching his ass there. Lovely pass out to Llorente. Llorente, he's calm. He's strolling across. And he puts an absolute dime of a ball across the pitch. And when I say dime of the ball, I mean because it was an absolute dime for the opposition. It was a terrible ball. Straight over to Ismail Assar there. I don't know what the hell he was watching at. He's clearly got his Danny Rose tinted glasses on because that is not a good pass at all. And so far, we had a little bit of a positive start to the game, but as things are going on, we've seemed to fall asleep a little bit. We have just drifted out of the game. I think Rafinha will score. So do I, man. Rafinha has been doing the business this season. And like I said, without Rafinha so far, we would be in a serious problem right here, because he has been carrying us this season. He has been the only shining light for us, really. Calvin Phillips, like I said, has been good, but Rafinha has been the main man. What do you guys think the score is going to be, by the way? What are your scores on the doors? What are we getting here? What are we feeling? Are you guys feeling a clean sheet? Are you feeling confident like I am? Are you oozing in the source of victory? Oozing in the source of 3 points, as we have 4 absolute living legends supporting me up here, right now. 2-1 Sebastian. Again, man, I've heard a couple of 2-1s here. Couple of 2-1s. You and Ethan are cut from the same cloth with that one. But like I said, I don't know what it is. I just really feel like a clean sheet's coming. I know I've said it a lot, but I just feel like, come on, if we can't keep a clean sheet against Watford, who can we keep a clean sheet against? Haley Johnson, 2-0 Leeds. How are you, Haley? How are you? My sister, brother, sibling from another mother. How are you? Are you feeling confident? I know you've gone for a 2-0 there, but are you feeling confident, or is that just hope? Is that just optimism? By the way, the score and the time is there if you do want to sync it up. I don't know why it's doing this this weird advertising thing. Bloody American TV, am I right? As Rafinha comes charging forward here. Lovely run. And oh my God, man. I think he's turned into Jan James overnight, because his delivery has been absolutely appalling so far this game here. He's been absolutely woeful from Rafinha here. Again, I think someone's been spraying around the Danny Rose tinted glasses as Dallas charges them forward in the middle of the pitch. Gives it to Firpo. Firpo now in the attacking third. Drills it across. It's Klitsch. It's Dallas. And he's absolutely blazing squatted it over the bar. Oh my days. It may have taken a bobble. It may have not. But there is absolutely no excuse for that. He has just smashed it. Leathered it over the bar there. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. Get your body over the ball. Nice little side foot. Control the shot. No, he's just gone and lashed at it. And splashed it over the bar there. Rafinha and Bamford will score. Well, I certainly hope Rafinha will get his name on the score sheet. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much for sure. And I feel like Rafinha will get his name on the score sheet. Do you have a link? No, I do not have a link, unfortunately, as Rodrigo cuts inside, and that's a penalty, ref. He's been absolutely shoved over there. I know it's wet. I know you could say he slipped over, but there is no chance there. He's had 2 hands on the back as he slapped it, grab it and slap it. Becky, a savage. Well, it turns out Becky isn't a savage, but this referee is, because that should be a penalty, if you ask me. I'm Will, my brother. How are you? I'm very good. I'm very good. I'm feeling energized. I'm feeling pumped. And I'm feeling ready for some serious action here. Yes. Marching on together indeed, as the ball comes across. Oh! Diego Llorente back in the squad, back in the action with an absolutely sexual goal of orgasmic proportions. What a finish there. I'm not sure exactly what's happened there, but there's a bit of pinball action in the box, and it looks like he's gone for a little back heel. We'll see what happens with the replay there. Ben Foster, I don't care how far you're cycling, Mr. GK over there. You're not saving this one, so it's come into the box. They've headed it back across. I can't see who's headed it back across there from Watford, but it's a lovely reactional finish there. He was sharp. He was on his toes. He anticipated. Lovely little side-footed finish into the corner there. He was awake while everyone else was asleep. And that's what you get when you're awake. You're sharp and you're ready to rumble. And Diego Llorente, what an absolute godsend it is to have him back at the side as he opens the scoring for Leeds. 1-0 Llorente indeed. How are you guys feeling, man? Finally, we take the lead. I mean, I know we took it against Newcastle, but this time we need to keep it. Leeds need to win this one because the bottom clubs like Burnley and Norwich are playing each other and could get their first win today. Exactly. It is imperative we get a win. And we could be going 2-0 up here. Rodrigo sprays it across. It's cleared away. Rodrigo still gives it out to Dan James. That's a pen, ref. Oh, you absolute blind muppet. He has just jumped on Dan James. He smothered him like a backpack. And somehow, some way, this referee has not given anything there. That is absolutely ridiculous. Good news about Phillips not leaving for Man U. Like I said, Phillips is one of the players I never really had much of a fear of leaving because he has pledged his loyalty. But Rafinha is the one we need to move heaven and earth to keep him there. Good news about Golden Bolloquinos. How are you, my man? It's been a long time since we've seen each other. How are you, my friend? How are you? Hi, says Lennon Green. Lennon Green as well. How are you, my brother? Hang on a sec. I do realize I do need to change this shirt, by the way. And I'll tell you exactly why we're going to win as well with the change of the shirt. Nice early start now. Just don't get confident. We need to keep it up. Exactly. The mistake we made against Newcastle, we took the lead and we didn't punish them. We didn't make it 2. We didn't make it 3 before half-time. And then we're always allowing them a way back into the game. This time, we cannot afford to do that. We have to punish them. We have to make it 2, 3, 4 before half-time. Make it so they don't know what hit them. Beautiful, beautiful indeed. 1-0 Leeds marching on with you and the chat. Indeed, you're all my brothers. You are indeed. Kinel, we're winning. Pablo Escobar. How are you, my man? How are you? I know exactly what you are. You're probably absolutely fried off your nut is what you are right now. But you might need to chill out on those and hope we can get a couple more goals before you really start to celebrate. My guy is blind. This referee is blind as a bat. I'll tell you that much. Marching on together. JT, you the man. No, Golden Bolloquinos. You are the man with the golden bollocks. Smothered like a backpack indeed. The lucky shirt. The lucky shirt is coming out. I would be happy if it finished now. You know what? So, no, I won't. I wouldn't be. Because these lot are there for the taking. And it is time for us to punish them. And you know how I know we're going to punish them? Because let me just get something. 1 second. Here we go. Finally, I got the new shirt. The new shirt equals new season equals new win. This is why we weren't winning. Because I didn't have the new shirt at the time. But now I do. If you're wondering who I got on the back, I did get Rafinha here. As Firpo clears the ball away there. Clears it up the field. Unfortunately, we're not able to get it. It has fallen to Stuart Dallas, though, as he charges down the pitch. I'm slapping my shirt on. Klitsch is slapping the ball into the box. Here he is. Cuts inside. He whips it from range, and he's hit it straight down the middle of the goal. That is not an absolutely quality finish from a quality player himself. I expected a little bit more there. The lucky shirt is on right here, right now. I'll be happy if it finished now. Hey, man. Look, I'd be happy with the 3 points, but these lot are here for the taking. How many times I've got to tell you? These lot look weak. It's like sticking your finger into a bowl of porridge. Here we go. It's Rodrigo. Oh, my God. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my days. I've seen a smoother touch from a jagged rock. Oh, my days, man. Oh, I was expecting a linen silk Jack Harrison touch there. And he's just absolutely slapped the ball into the keeper. We should have been 2-0 up there. That is poor from Rodrigo. Lovely ball through from Rafinha. Sharp ball. But Rodrigo has just absolutely oafed the ball over to the keeper there. Heavy touch. Heavier than a Larry Wheels deadlift. As they come through on the box here. Get it out, Dallas. I would be happy to finish now. Yes. Now, straight lace today, my man. Beers are chilling for the UFC later. A Leeds win would top it off. A Leeds win would top it off indeed. I am absolutely gagging for a Premier League win right now, as I'm sure you lot all are as well. Where are you watching? I'm watching a 100% British broadcast from NBC US. 100% British broadcast is how I'm watching it. What would you say? Which would you say is the worst game in the Prem? What do you mean the worst game? The worst game we've played or the worst game that's on today? I'm not really sure what you mean by that question there, as Rodrigo has been siphoned back there. Rodrigo, I must say, this has not been one of his better performances. We really need Patrick Bamford back, and we need him back now, as Klitsch drills the ball across, drills it with venom, pace, and curl, unfortunately, with about as much accuracy as, yes, I'm going to say it again, a blind man playing darts, but Rafinha still now in the box, cuts inside, sharp ball inside, and it's Mateusz Klitsch, it falls to Dallas! And he's ripped the shot straight into the wall, man. Look up before you shoot. He's still got it, though. Lovely little bit of incision play there. He's like a surgeon today, Stuart Dallas. He's going calmly, smoothly, and controlledly. He's doing these little touches, these little shimmies, and he's managing to carve his way through that defense there. Unfortunately, not quite good enough. The worst game in general. Like, what do you mean the worst? Like, the worst game that's happened at all in the Prem? Because that's a tough one. I'll tell you, Man U Leeds is the worst game I've seen. As it comes across again. Ooh, I tell you, Watford are getting lucky here. They're clearing a lot of these last-ditch balls on. We're applying more pressure than an erection in skinny jeans right now, and they cannot get us off them. We are like a rash that is just growing more venomous, more hot, and more itchy by the second, and they're trying to get rid of us. But the only way they're trying is by itching, and when you itch, you panic. When you panic, you leave the door open for counterattacks, which is exactly what they're doing. And Dan James is having an absolute field day down there. If only he knew how to cross, we would actually probably be 3-4-0 out. My internet cut out. Dallas will score today. I tell you, Dallas has got himself in a good few positions today. He should have probably done better with a couple of his efforts, but he's really getting in and around there. And as they say, the biggest scare is not getting the chances. It's not what you do with them. And he's getting the opportunity. So if he keeps up like this, then it's only a matter of time before he probably does. As Melier smothers the ball there, almost like Ismail Assar smothered Dan James a second ago. This time, the decision does go in Leeds United's favour, maybe because it had nothing to do with this referee. Let me tell you something. These referees are absolutely crazy. I don't know what you guys are thinking, if it's just me being biased or whatever. I accept I've got a subtle hint of bias here. But the past few games we've watched, the Newcastle game, the Fulham game, the Liverpool game, this game, these referees have been quite suspect, if you ask me. They've been R. Kelly level suspect. Here we go. As Rodrigo, this is your chance, my son. Lovely ball into Rafinha. Takes it round Ben Foster. Oh, my days. He needed a little dink there, but he's taken it round Ben Foster and slashed it into the side netting there. But this is good. This is exciting. It's energizing. And we're lubing that defense up right now, ready for the killer blow. Unfortunately, that last bit of accuracy has been missing. I'm going 3-0. 3-0, you know what? Man, I don't want. This is exactly what I was saying about Newcastle. We were playing just like this, and I was feeling 3-4, 5-0, but we didn't make it count before the end of the half, and we ended up paying for it after, and we can't afford to do that now. So yes, I'm feeling confident with a 3-4-0, but if we don't put one of these chances away in the next 5 minutes, then I think I will have to settle for a 2-1 or a 1-0, because the next 5 minutes will be a massive telltale sign. If we don't score by the 35th minute, we could be in serious, serious danger here. I'm hoping Leeds can do a comeback and end up in around 8th, and people will see Leeds are a good team. Mate, all we need is to win our next few games, and we're already up in around 11th, 10th. We're around loitering around the mid-table position. Things aren't as bad as people think they are. Let me tell you that for a fact. But this defense clearly is. Oh, my Lord. He's dilly-dallying around at the back there. Who is that? I think that was Stuart Dallas. He's going side to side, shimmying around in our own box. And he's just gifted it to Kiko Firmino like a Christmas package there. Oh, no, of course it wasn't Dallas. Guess who? It's bloody Junior Firpo, the one dilly-dallying about there. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was Llorente. Sorry, my bad. Gifted it to him like a Christmas wrapping paper. And thankfully, he's blazed it over the bar there. Otherwise, Llorente might have just taken himself from hero to zero real quick. Too much messing around at the back for me. We're not getting it out quick enough. I don't have a problem with passing it around the back. That's perfectly fine. I love it. But pass it quick, pass it sharp, and, you know, some nice quick first-time passes. But instead, we're spending too much time on the ball. We're allowing them to press us under, and it's causing us some problems here. Arsenal. What do you mean Arsenal? What do you mean Arsenal? Full stop. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure what you mean there. Don't get me started about Arsenal. Hey, man. Arsenal have turned it around, man. They've turned it around. Yes, they had 3 absolute diabolical teams to play against in Norwich, Burnley, and Tottenham, of course. But then again, we couldn't even beat Burnley, so I can't even talk about that. Do you hate any team? Well, hate's a strong word. I've been taught not to hate, to be honest, by my dad. However, I strongly dislike, as a club, obviously, Man United, you know. I do not have any love lost for Man United. That's for sure. Lovely ball by Rafinha. Oh my lord, man. Rodrigo touch again, man. He's just not looking up before he passes it. That was one of the most sublime balls I've ever seen by Rafinha there. It was Iniesta-esque, the way he cut across the ball and it sliced through the air like a hot knife through butter. Found its way to Rodrigo. And as opposed to that, I see a Dan James cross with about as much accuracy as... I'm not going to use the same one as a drunk man in goggles trying to drive down a midnight motorway. And luckily, the referee also seems to have that because I feel like Liam Cooper may have just fouled him there for a penalty. I hate Liverpool. Why do you not like Liverpool? What about Liverpool is it that you don't like? Ruben Jobby, hi, how are you? Do you think we have a chance to beat Arsenal in the EFL Cup? Of course we do. Of course we do. We always got a chance to beat them. We should have beaten them last time, if you ask me, when we were in the Championship and we had about 5 great chances in the first half and Bamford was hitting the bar left, right and centre. We should have probably done something then and beat them then. But we definitely have a chance now. And I feel like a good cup run could be coming this year as we cut through them like a hot mug of tea in a glass. I don't know what I was saying there, but Rodrigo is on the outside of the box. He's taken a little shimmy. He's crossed it in again. Rafinha winning the header. Oh, Rafinha out-leaping 6'5" defenders. You love to see it. Shackleton into the box, and he sprayed it into no man's land, man. He had 2-3 options, and he decided, nah, not going to go with any of that. Viv Finn, anyone got a link to the game? Yeah, all you got to do, my friend, is fly down to Weatherby, go to Bielsa's house, and he has some binoculars sat out on his window. Pick them up, look through it, and you'll see the game in crystal clear 4K UHD. Arsenal are lucky. I wouldn't go that far. Everyone's got to bite a bit of luck, and I think they've just turned it around a bit. I don't think they're necessarily the greatest thing since sliced bread. Not that sliced bread's even that great, to be honest. Bit of a stupid catchphrase, if you ask me. However, I think they have slowly improved, and they just had a rough start to the season. And if they can do that when they were down in rock bottom, then we can definitely do it as well. They're just good, and they always think they're the best with their crazy saving goalkeeper. They're just too good. And with Liverpool. Well, yeah, I heard a lot of people start to dislike them since they become the best. But that's the way it always is. Whenever a team starts to dominate anything like they did that year, everyone instantly dislikes them because everyone likes the underdog, and that's just the fact of life. But I don't like Liverpool. I don't like them at all, really. But I don't really hold too much of a grudge against them. Don't knock the Arsenal. Hey, why? Why would I not knock the Arsenal, man? They're a bunch of helpless frauds, to quote the fraud father himself. Just like our defense are a bunch of hopeless frauds. However, it seems they've been gifted a glimmer of hope. Oh, sorry, pardon me. They've been gifted a glimmer of hope today by the fact that Watford have been impotent in attack. They've been about as sharp as a butter knife up there. And they've made our defense look good, if I'm honest. I don't think we've defended extremely well. I just think Watford, they haven't had any cutting edge at all. They haven't had that final ball. They haven't had the spray. They haven't had the play. And they haven't had the imagination. They haven't had that Pablo Hernandez level creativity. I'm hungry, lol. So am I, mate. I haven't had a thing to eat all day, if I'm honest. I haven't had a thing to eat. I woke up a bit hungover, got myself to the gym, got back here, and then tried like hell to try and get this British broadcast up on my stream. Like I said, Leeds indeed on our way to the first 3 points of our league campaign. Can we do it? Not with passing like that, because I tell you something, Calvin Phillips needs to get 3 points on his license if he's got that kind of vision there. I wouldn't allow him behind a wheel if that's his kind of vision and his accuracy in his passes, because he's just gifted it straight to Danny Rose there. I think he's still back in the Leeds Academy with him there. What kind of pass is that? As Rafinha again goes for one of these curving, looping crosses here. These long balls today that he's been spraying out are absolutely beautiful. I think he's trying to get himself a role in CDM or something, because he's sitting deep today, Rafinha, and he's just spraying these balls around. I feel like it's a bit of a change of tactics from Bielsa here, maybe. But he's really going for it with these long balls. How many minutes do you do on the treadmill? I do unlimited minutes, pal. And it seems like this game is going on for unlimited minutes because we're just coming forward with tirades of attack again and again and again. Unfortunately, doesn't matter how many waves we come forward through. The Watford goalkeeper, should I say, Ben Foster, is surfing over them with ease here because we are not putting that final nail in the coffin. I don't really have a limit. Depends on the speed, isn't it? Depends on the speed on the treadmill, you know? If you put it on a low speed, you can basically go forever. If you put it on 20 miles per hour, then, you know, probably not likely to go for as long. Leeds indeed. How are you, Matty the Fish? I believe, if I am correct, this is the first time you are joining me. How are you finding it here, my man? Haven't spoken to you before. I want to feel what you're feeling. I want to see how you're feeling about Leeds' season so far. And if we have any crazy, and I repeat, crazy Bielsa out haters in there, then come forward and show yourself. And let me explain to you why you are so damnably wrong. As this is another vintage Bielsa performance. However, it's also another vintage Rodrigo Moreno performance where he's just unable to put the ball into the back of the net. We spent £27 million on this geezer, and it seems like the only thing he's suited for so far is playing in attacking midfield and spraying the balls around. Because when he gets in front of goal, he looks about as clueless as a set 8 kid in a maths whiz competition. Because he just doesn't know where to put his feet, where to put his hands, where to put anything, to be honest. Stop jiving me. How many minutos? I'm not jiving you, my man. Well, you know, if I have maybe if I had your lucky jock straps on, then probably be unlimited. But like I said, it depends, man. Usually I do sprint training, so I'll do 20 miles an hour for a minute, then I'll slow down to 15 for a minute, then up to 20 miles an hour. You know, if I could go unlimited time, mate. Have you seen this stamina? Have you seen it, mate? I'm like I was gonna say the wing version of Calvin Phillips. I'm like Raheem Sterling and Calvin Phillips put into one. I could go for days, my man. You can't stop me. That's for damn sure. Just like you can't stop this Watford corner. And I really hope we can get this out here because we've had a serious fragility from defending set pieces. It's drilled across low, and Dallas has done a little 360 ballerina spin, but he has got it away to Dan James. Can I just say, Dan James has looked rapid today. This is better from Dan James. This is more of the Dan James I wanted to see. He's opening those legs out. He's got more legs than a bucket of chicken wings. And boy, not bucket of chicken wings, just a bucket of chicken. And boy, he's really letting them go. He's really causing them some serious problems down that left-hand side of the pitch. And he's spreading them out. He's really helping open up space for Rodrigo in the middle, for Dallas, for Klitsch. And he's had a very good game, as opposed to Rafinha, who's been sitting more deep and spraying the balls around. It's been a really good Jekyll and Hyde performance from those two. One of them spreading them long, one of them cutting deep. As Rafinha again here, he's just sitting deep and he's just doing his first time sprays of the ball forward here. It seems like the tactic is cut Rafinha deep, have Rodrigo, Dan James and Klitsch all bursting forward and have him try and pick out one of the three. It's kind of like a counter-attack without having to counter-attack performance. It's hard to explain here. As Dan James again picks up the ball. That's better from him. Dallas with acres of space. I haven't seen so much space. He's got the keys to the kingdom. Gives it to Rafinha. Cuts inside. Oh my days. And he blazes it into Rose Ed there. I mean, we're doing okay. Just not good draws. And today is not acceptable. No, today a draw would not be acceptable with the opportunity that we have right here, right now. We can't win by getting 1 point every week. No, we've got to get 3 points, and we're getting 3 points today, lad. All right? You're not hearing what I'm saying. Guaranteed. Money back guaranteed 3 points. If we don't get 3 points today, I will shave my asshole with a razor. And that, you know, that's a risky game. I ain't got that Manscaped money yet to have one of those anti-nick mechanisms. So, you know, I don't really want to do it, but that's how confident we are, or I am, that we are going to get a win. Look at this, man. The ball is just falling to us every single time here. We're like a kid in a candy shop. The sweets are just falling over to us, but unfortunately, we don't have the money to buy them. We don't have the facilities to take advantage of all these beautiful, luxurious gifts that we're having planted on our doorstep. We're asking for mummy and daddy's help to get them. And by mummy and daddy, I mean Bielsa. And Bielsa is doing everything he can in setting this team up to get themselves into the right areas. However, when you've got players like Rodrigo spaffing all of our chances up the toilet wall, we're not going to be really taking any of this. You still got your cold? Yeah, I still got a bit of a cold. I'm sorry if it's quite annoying. I will try and fix something up with that. With that thing earlier. We need to spend those macaronis, you know what I'm saying? We do. We need to spend a bit of that green moolah is what we need to do. We need to splash the cash. Who scored? Rasta. I'll tell you who scored. My brother Diego Llorente, back in the squad, back in the score sheet. JT, do you like Leeds or Watford? Judging by the fact that it says marching on together right there, and the fact that I'm wearing this beautiful Leeds United kit, I think that will answer your question. That I am a Leeds fan. Cycling, Ben Foster is a legend. Cycling GK can be pretty tanky, mate. He's not just a tank. He is a military grade 45 caliber SSC. I don't really know my tanks that well. War tank is what he is. He's an absolute unit. And you're right, he is a legend. He's just a top bloke. He's got personality and charisma for days. However, what he doesn't have is the ability to keep Leeds United out. Because whilst he's a fine goalkeeper, he cannot deal with this level of quality and precision. And let me tell you something. In my opinion, if we had Patrick Bamford up top, it would probably be 2-3-4-0 right now. Leeds. I like Leeds, says Matty the Fish. Watford, terrible. Well, they've been playing terribly today. Or you could say we've been making them play terrible. As yet again, we cut through them with ease. Rafinha with another long ball. It falls to Klitsch. Oh, and he's ripped a side-footed volley there straight into the side of the net, though. Not enough accuracy. Like I said, again, we're just wasting these opportunities here. It's again another long ball from Rafinha. I'd like to see Rafinha test them a bit more. I'd like to see him really put Danny Rose under the cosh and take him on, cut inside on his left foot and whip one in. He is sitting a bit too deep for my liking. It's working a little bit, but I want to see him a little bit more involved. Not crazily, but just a little bit more involved. Matty the Fish, I see you've retracted your message of I like Leeds. What's happened there? You realise you're a Man U fan or something? If Leeds don't win this game, it will be down to missed chances we've had when Leeds are on top. Leeds missed that second killer goal. That's exactly what I've been saying, my man. We don't have that killer instinct up front. We're there. We're on the 3 kill streak. We've got a UAV, but we need that Predator missile. But unfortunately, we're camping back, waiting for those kills to come to us. When really, we need to be rushing around with dual Rafikas, maybe a nice Akimbo shotgun, splashing everyone in sight and really capitalizing on the opportunity. Instead, we're sitting back like a viper, waiting to spray. Unfortunately, we're like a viper with no teeth. And speaking of teeth, I feel like Jamie Shackleton might have gone over to bloody Turkey or wherever the hell you get those veneers from, because those white teeth are glistening and they're shiny and they're silky. However, his touch today has not been that sharp, shining, or silky, if I'm honest. He's looked a bit clunky on the ball today, Shackleton. He's been putting himself about, as he always does. However, he has looked a bit flat-footed at times. And there's one thing you don't want is something flat. You don't like fat asses. You don't like flat-footedness. And you don't like a flat tempo. And this game has fallen into a bit of a flat tempo over the past few minutes. Watford getting a bit more of a foothold on the game. And it's time for Leeds to take that foothold off them, to make them foot loose, and to get that loose blood flowing around our body and spray the ball around, get it into the back of the net. Because if we don't capitalize before the end of the first half, I'm telling you, man, I'm scared. I'm scared right now. I am not confident at all. I'm scared. Leeds might win. Leeds better win. Leeds better win. I'll tell you that much. Oh my days, man. Come on. As this guy, Josh King, is taking an absolute age to walk off the pitch here, man. I feel like I feel like I'm playing GTA on Xbox 360, man. Just watching the loading screen for about 10 years. That's Josh King slowly strolling off the pitch there, man. Hurry up. Finally, man. Finally, we've got a bit of action going here. I'm getting ice cream. Well, I'll tell you something. The only cream I want to see is the cream of the creme de la creme. The cream rising to the top. And the creamy finishes that Patrick Bamford can display. Because Rodrigo, he's not got a lot of cream up there right now. He's not got a lot of whip. As Ismail Assar cuts in again. And that is the warning sign I'm talking about. That is why we need to score. Punish them. This is Rodrigo's moment to shine while Bamford is out still. He can't say he hasn't been given chances to stake a claim for the first team. Rodrigo I have been, as you lot have known, I have been Rodrigo's biggest fan this year. I think he's had some stellar games in that midfield position. But today has not been one of those performances. It has not been a Jeff Stelling performance. It has been about as rusty as an old 1p coin, about as rusty as the toilet seats inside Ellen Road. And let me tell you something. If anyone's been to Ellen Road, there is nothing rustier or crustier than those toilets. They are absolutely disgusting. Well, I guess depends what stand you're in. If you're in the south stand, then yes, they are absolutely vulgar. As they come forward again here. 2 minutes left of added time. You can't see that. We have 1 minute left after this. 46 minutes on the clock. 47 minutes before the end of the half. One last chance to get something out of this game. You got any tickets for coming games? I've been trying to get some. I don't have any right now, but I will get some. I can assure you that for a fact. I'm getting ice cream. I love Bamford. Hey, who doesn't love Bamford? Bamford's an absolute living legend. Not as much of a living legend as the 10 absolute legends that are supporting the stream right now. Thank you very much. I don't know where you're liking from. I don't know who you are, but all I know is that you're an absolute living legend. Every single one of you in here right now. Can I ask you a question? Do you think we will come maybe in third place in the Premier League? Well, third place is is a bit of a long shot right now. How about we focus on picking up a third amount of points, or should I say 3 points, before we start focusing on third place? I was confident that we'd finish around 5th to 6th this year. However, because of the start of the season, that confidence has waned a little bit. Dwayne like Johnson. However, I think third is a bit optimistic for this year, as the broadcast has suddenly cut over to Chelsea Southampton for some reason. That is not what we're here for, but it is half time in the Leeds United game. It is showing you the Chelsea Southampton score. To be honest, I kind of like this from NBC, the way they just cut over there. But yeah, what do you guys think of that first half performance? What do you guys think of the fact that we weren't able to make it more than 1-0? The fact that we are loitering on a 1-0 lead at the moment. Is it good enough? Are you feeling confidence? Are you feeling happy? Oh, Chelsea are winning. Yes, they are. Yes, they are indeed. Did you have a nice birthday? I did. Thank you very much for asking. It was very good to see my family again. It was very, very good. Matty, who is your favourite Leeds player? Who are all of your favourite Leeds players? Because I'll tell you who mine is. He's on my back right now. You see him there. Rafinha Bellotti. What an absolute sexual beast. More charisma than... I don't even know what he's got more charisma. More charisma than a silver fox. Yeah, that's for damn sure. Chelsea is winning. Liking from Wakey. 15-minute drive from Leeds. Well, can I just say shout out to all my Wakey brothers then? My geography is pretty whack. I have kind of heard of Wakey. I don't know if it's a similar place to Wakefield or if I'm just absolutely lost the plot there. But I'm not so close to Leeds, unfortunately, myself. So you must be able to get to the games quite easily. But shout out to all my Wakey brothers. Good. Happy birthday to you. Thank you very much. I did turn 21 on Monday, if you don't know what these guys are talking about. And obviously, that's why last stream was a bit fraudulent. Good. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Rafinha is decent. Rafinha is better than decent. Rafinha is the creme de la creme. He is one of the finest, most superb, saucy, skillful, flary players on the planet. Yeah, he's better than decent, my friend. You should be ashamed to call him decent, all right? Marching on together, indeed, ZY ticks. Bamford is my favourite Leeds player. Hey, Bamford, what a turnaround it is. It's so weird. I've said it before, I was at the Derby game a couple of years ago, and I saw people literally having a physical fight in the toilets about Patrick Bamford, and he's gone from that to getting an England call-up to becoming a cult hero in the club. And I couldn't be happier for him, to be honest. Bye, everyone. See you, Matty the Fish. It's been an absolute pleasure having you along here. I hope you have a stellar day. And I hope for your sake, my sake, and everyone's sake, that Leeds do you proud and get you a win. And help you enjoy your day. Bye, Matty the Fish. Bye. Thank you for coming along, my brother. Let's go over to another screen here. Let me just get another bit of action going here. Let me get the squad up for you for anyone that hasn't seen it. We'll go through all of the other results as well. It should be working here. Here we go. Okay, of course, the early result of the day. Guess who dropped points again? Ha ha! Andros Townsend, you absolute beauty. Man United dropping points yet again. Dropping them like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was probably dropped on the head in his managerial childbirth, because he doesn't seem to be getting anything out of these players here. Dropping it like they probably dropped the soap in the Premier League prison. Dropping it like they dropped brain cells out when they decided to play at Old Trafford. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I've lost the plot, but I'm absolutely buzzing with that one, as I'm sure you lot all are as well. Burnley drawing against Norwich. This is good. This is very, very good. Let me just get the Premier League table out for you right now, and I'll tell you exactly why this is very good. All right. As it stands, Burnley and Norwich are below us now. I can't believe I'm scared of Burnley and Norwich, but they are below us. If one of them were to pick up a victory, it could send them up to 5 points, which means they'd be only 1 point behind us. But this, as it stands, is absolutely perfect. They're drawing 0-0. Newcastle also drawing. Southampton losing. Everything is going well right now. We need Palace to lose tomorrow, and we need to get some goals. We can't stand for a 1-0, because look at this, man. -7 goal difference. Yeah? -7. Minus goddamn 7. No, thank you very much. We need to get that up to at least a neutral, man. This is one of the worst KD ratios I've ever seen at the start of a season. We do need to fix that up. And if we can get a win today, like I said, we go up to 16th. We get another win next week. All of a sudden, we're loitering around 12th, 11th. Things aren't as bad as they seem. But this is a very good result as things stand. Wolves, Newcastle drawing 1-1. Like I said again, perfect. Everyone apart from Chelsea are drawing. This is a perfect opportunity for us to capitalize. Do you do super chats? Unfortunately, Curved Glass, I'm not able to get monetized yet because I don't have enough watch time or subscribers, so I can't actually make money through super chats. I have to be able to get monetized before I can do that. So unfortunately, no, I can't. JT, do you remember the first time I met you in the stream, Burnley versus Leeds? Of course I do, my man. Who could forget that deadline day transfer shirt of a moment? Who could forget that legendary stream with a not-so-legendary performance? I remember that, man. We had a good chat there, a good time. Bye-bye, Matty. All Leeds aren't we? We are we. So Lennon Green, Michael Brown, Bamford improvement happened during lockdown. He played much better without the crowd. But maybe their crowd supporters are affecting him. Back on his wasteful misses and affected him. I think I can kind of see that, but I think he kind of liked the back and forth with the crowd, if I'm honest. And if I'm really brutally honest about it, I think it was just that he made a step up to the Premier League. I think he just adapted to the league well. He had a bit more time and space on the ball, a bit more pressure maybe in the Premier League, and I think he really just thrived under the pressure. If I'm honest, I think that's all it is, and I think he may have had a bit of a suspect start to this season, but I don't think the crowds are going to affect him too much. But what do you guys think? What is your view of short corners, i.e. when the ball is not fired directly into the box but passed? My view is that they hardly ever work and just fizzle out and destroy free kicks. Well, let me tell you something. When I was playing for my last team, let's just say we tried the short corner malarkey a few times and got absolutely golden bollockinoed by our manager. Got absolutely whipped into shape pretty much every single time that we did it. So I think I've been scarred away from the short corners after that. But yeah, they don't really work all the time. If you do it right, it can be very effective. But generally, we do seem to mess it up at times. Do you remember my first view on your show? I'm pretty sure I do. It was when I'm pretty sure it was the Newcastle game, if I'm correct, curved glass, where you were talking about having a bobble. I'm not sure that's when you brought up the jockstrap, but I'm pretty sure it was the Newcastle game. That is when I first saw you. You may have been there a week before, but if I remember correctly, it was the Newcastle game. And what a time that was as well. What a time pre-drinking before going to the club. And, absolutely crying myself to sleep after the game, after we threw it away. Rafinha has been carrying Leeds like a baby this season. Mate, he hasn't just been carrying us like a baby. He's put our whole team on the backpack. He's put our whole team inside of his rucksack. He's climbing up Mount Everest with his hiking boots on, with everyone hanging around the side, with Calvin Phillips giving him a gentle helping hand in there. Because without Rafinha, we'd probably be down in the dumps right now, down in bottom place. Yo, how was your week? My week's been good. It's been busy. It's been very, very busy. I've had a lot of uni work to do. Been trying to get interviews for some articles I've been writing and stuff like that. But it's been busy, but it's been good. But I'll tell you what would make it even better, and that is Leeds getting a big, fat, steaming victory today. That is what would really top my week off and make it fantastic. What about you, the Codster? How are you, my man? I don't think I've seen you in here before. How are you, my brother? Welcome to the family. I think you're right. Respect, bro. I'm pretty sure I'm right as well. And what a day! What a day it was. Thank you for your answer and for the watch along. Great work. Hey, you don't need to thank me for the answer, my man. Thank you for commenting in here. Thank you for everything, and thank you for the support as well. I am nothing but a custodian of your lot's work. Forget what I say. It's all about you guys. You guys are the one that make these streams happen. You guys are the one that make them what they are. So thank you very much, my brother Matt. What would happen if Leeds stat in the red zone? What do you mean stat in the red zone? What do you mean stat or stay in the red zone? Do you mean as in goal difference wise? You play many video games? I do. I've got my new PC here. I did get the new FIFA. The only thing is they've screwed FIFA on PC up. They've made it the previous gen version instead of the next gen one, which really annoyed me. I play Rocket League, a bit of COD, and quite a few other games as well. MW2 I've been really getting back into. There's a couple of PC mods with MW2 that really make the game should I say give new life to the game. But I haven't had a lot of time to really be playing too many games recently. But when I do get time, I do love them. What about you? Let me guess. You play Xbox and you are a FIFA player like Spencer FC. I'm good. I'm glad to hear it, Codster. I'm glad to hear it. What happens if Leeds stay in the red zone? What do you mean by red zone, my man? What do you mean by red zone? And speaking of Leeds, by the way, let's get the squad up for you for anyone that hasn't seen it. Rodrigo, of course, getting his big shot up top. Dallas and Klitsch bossing the midfield. I've been really impressed with them today. Rafinha, like I said, he's been sitting around this position and just spraying, looping balls forward like this. A couple of them like this, in swingers like that, with the outside of the foot. And it's been very, very good, if you ask me. 18th, 19th. Oh, the relegation zone. The relegation zone. Well, I'll tell you what happens. Not good things is what happens. The confidence could wane. And the longer we stay in there, the confidence will just dwindle and dwindle and dwindle. Things will seem worse and worse and worse. So the sooner we can get out of there, the sooner we can get some momentum going, and the better. But yeah, Calvin Phillips, like I said, it's a really good lineup. I'm really happy with Dan James's performance as well. I think he's been stellar today. I think he's been absolutely quality. Unfortunately, that thing doesn't show you the bench, so I will just quickly reel off the bench for you. For anyone wondering who could come on and change this game up. On the bench, we of course have McKinstry, lovely penalty goal against Fulham. Leo Hejaldi, Joe Geldhard. I'd love to see Joe Geldhard come on. I don't know what you guys think, who you would put in there, but I would love to see Joe Geldhard come on for Rodrigo Moreno right now. I don't think we'd lose anything, and I think it would only improve everything. Jack Harrison, of course, on the bench. Would you guys bring him on for Dan James? Sam Greenwood, of course, knocking around in there. Pascal, Virgil, Van Stroik in there as well. Charlie Cresswell, fantastic couple of performances from him. I think the defense has worked well enough right now, so I don't think it's necessarily time to bring Pascal in there, but not. What do you think Leeds will end in the table? I've got to stay with my original prediction, which was fifth or sixth. Was my original prediction. If you see my prediction video, I did upload it a couple of months ago now. I need to stay with that. I can't change already. Unfortunately, I am bound by my earlier beliefs. However, as things are going, I think we'd probably be good value to get 8th or 9th in the game. Now, PlayStation LOL only recently got back into Rocket League. Just managed to get Diamond 3. Usually play RPGs or COD. Spygate, maybe a little COD now and then. Yeah, well, COD's an absolutely legendary game. Probably one of the best franchises to ever exist, along with FIFA and Minecraft, of course. How could you beat those? But yeah, Diamond 3 is pretty high up there. I can't lie. Not Grand Champ like me, I have to say. But Diamond 3, decent. Not too shabby, Alonso. Does it ruin your weekends when Leeds lose, when Arsenal lose? I'm serious pissed. Mate, let me tell you something. When Leeds lose, it ruins my week. It doesn't just ruin my weekend. I can't get it out of my head. It just, even watching other teams play, just the fact of watching football, it just something annoys me. I can't get it out of me. It's probably bad. It's really not good for my health to get this affected by it. But I can't help it. It really does get at me, unfortunately. But yeah, that's just football. That's just football. That's how it is. How tall are you, mate? I'm an absolute midget. Let's just put it that way. I'm very, very short. I was not gifted in the height department. But hey, I got the nippy agility from it. I'm actually Grand Champ. Well, not anymore, but I was back in the day. The second half is about to start, by the way, and I really do need to go to the toilet. So I'm going to pace over there with Dan James' level of pace. I'll be back in literally a second where I'll finish reading off your comments and everything. But I'll be back in just a second. Don't go changing. What did I miss? What did I miss? Here we go, back just in time for the first half. Ugh. Working again. Here we go. Sorry if it was too personal, mate. Nah, don't worry. Nothing personal, mate. I don't care. I got called a midget my entire life. Doesn't affect me. In fact, I wouldn't even want to be taller. Wouldn't even want to be. I'm happy with my height, mate. You can come at me sideways, left ways, up, down, right ways. It's all fun and games, my brother. Nothing personal at all. It's all love. Speaking of all love, I absolutely love and adore this kit. Look at how just beautiful it is, man. Every time I see it, oh my lord, is it absolutely orgasmic. Sorry, I should have done this before, by the way. I need to sniff some crack. Not sure you can even sniff crack, to be honest, if I'm honest. But no, that's not what I'm doing at all either. Do not advise drugs at all. I don't know why I said that. Here we go. Here we go. Rodrigo Moreno. Lovely ball. Oh, yeah, clamp it. Here we go. Dallas, though, charging through. Dallas. Oh, come on, my son. He's just passed it straight to the defender, man. He's in acres of space. What a chance there. All he had to do was whip it round. He takes way too long to release the shot. He's pulling back the bow, All he has to do is release it. And he spends too long and he just walks straight into trouble there, Dallas, man. Come on, what a brilliant chance that was. I love and adore you because unlike other streamers, you're nice and funny. Well, I think you're too kind there, mate. I'm actually just a prick. Sorry, pardon my French there. That's all I have. But thank you very much, man. You're the funny one here, not me. And what can I say? Your kindness in support gives me energy for days. And speaking of energy for days, someone who's poised and energized right now is Rafinha as he stands over the ball, giving Ben Foster that Luigi death stare. He rips it! And unfortunately, again, man, he doesn't get the dip. He doesn't get the venom or the well, he gets the venom, and he certainly got the power on it. But he didn't have the dip or the accuracy, and he's blazed it just over the bar there. Inches over the bar. Inches, Jezza. Damn you, mate. We scored. Sorry about that. Sorry for the false hope I may have just given you there. Here we go, though. We could be scoring here as Dan James. Oh, my days, man. He couldn't cross a zebra crossing, man. What is up with it? He's so good. And then it comes to his final delivery. And I'm expecting some Rafinha postage stamp UPS quality premium delivery. Unfortunately, he's giving me some budget Hermes delivery where they're slapping the parcels all over the gaff. He'll get you the ball, I'll tell you that much. But it's just about the condition the ball's going to be in by the time it gets there. And, wow. Come on, man. He needs to wake up. You come across as a very good person, fella. Well, like I said, I really appreciate that. But I wouldn't necessarily, it's not my place to say if I do. I don't know. I don't know what I am or what I'm not. But all I know is you also come across as a very good person. And everyone around here is most definitely a good person. And you're most definitely a forward-thinking pioneer of the beautiful game. And I love to have you here in the family. Do you think James will get a goal today? You know what? I do. I really... Not that... If you said at the beginning of the game or before, I don't. But I think this is one of his best chances to get a goal. Here we go. Firpo could get one, though, as he gives it to Dan James. Dan James, ooh, he could have had that goal right there. Unfortunately, again, the shot is blocked. We have been on them in this second half. The second it started, we have been coming forward again and again and again and again. Again, though, it's that final little piece of magic.